in focus now. Welcome everyone to my studio. My phone's charging, so I don't have it on the chat room, but I'll check it every once in a while. I'm going to do a landscape here. Try and show you the way I do it. This is on special paper, acrylic paint. This is it's made for mixed media, so you can do acrylic on this paper. It's a little different than a canvas, but here's my colors: black, sap green, burnt umber, yellow ochre, yellow, some red and oranges, purple, blue. I might need a little more white. I'll use up the rest of my Winsor Newton white here. It's kind of hard to squeeze it out of this thing. So I got a cool idea of escape. I usually start with some idea in my head. What I want to do is like a blue sky with a mountain, but I want to have the groundwork look like going off to the back. And I'm going to fill this in with like a field of flowers, the valley. And then maybe sneak a river through it at the very end. We'll see how it goes. So I'm going to start off with my sky. I'm using like a number 12 filbert brush. I'll lay my color in first, using water. We'll start with a blue sky. Maybe a couple different tones of blue. We'll put like a dark blue spot right in the middle here, and then I'll fill the sides in with the clouds. And we'll put a little light color down here near the bottom of the sky. Lighten it. And I'll put my mountain kind of right like on this light color here. There's some blue, kind of blended in. Those two are together, so they kind of make a transition. And what I'm going to do is put white, titanium white, just around the edges here. With some clouds. I'm painting really loose. I'm holding my brush like this so it loose look feel in the painting. There we go. Run a streak through there. Look at that sky already. Wow, that looks amazing. All right, I'm going to put a mountain in. Actually, let me put in here. Since I know I'm going to have a mountain with, I want to have a field of some kind of flowers or grass, but I'm going to have like a mountain here with some trees going off distance like this. So I'm just fill this in with yellow ochre and burnt umber mixed. Kind of more yellow ochre on the backside here, and then I'll get darker as I come forward. This is just the underpaint. Let's just get the earth tones down first and start designing the painting. Yellow ochre, and I'm grabbing burnt umber and yellow ochre at the same time. See how I'm getting this kind of mix together here? And maybe working it up as we get closer to the bottom. You can wet your brush a little with water so it flows better. This is just going to be the undercolor. It's going to be a lot of flowers on top of this color here. I'm going to try and like sneak a river from back by the mountain. It's a nice color. Let's put a little yellow, regular yellow. Just wet your brush a little, and we'll put some yellow way in the back here to get a different look back there. Okay, let's put the mountain in next, and we'll kind of get an idea what it's going to look like. I'm going to mix some black and white with a little bit of blue in it. Today is my day off. I'm going to do a big mountain right in the middle here. A nice big peak here. And we'll do a big peak over here. And we'll swoop this guy down a little. Fill it in with that color. Look at that. I'm going to have it going off into the distance maybe here. So I'm going to lower this part down a little. And this part. So it looks like it's kind of going off to the center point. This will be like the vanishing point. This is a little bit of titanium white, lighten up the bottom of this mount area with white. It'll blend in to the bottom of the mountain. It's very loose. Just lighten up the bottom a little bit, like that. That so far, that looks pretty good. Let's see if I got Marianne here. Hey, Marianne. Oh, is the sound going in and out? What's wrong with the? Maybe we got some solar flares going on. Or maybe I'm not talking loud enough. Better? Oh, well, as long as hopefully the video's okay. I can't do anything about it, but good to see you, Marianne. I'm going to use that. I got some turquoise color down here. I'm going to use that, or the turquoise blue on the shade side of the mountain. It looks really cool. Let me do my mountains now. I'm still gonna stick with my big brush because I want this all to look loose. So I think I'm gonna do like tie these two in together. I'm thinking I'm gonna put the white on the left side today. Let's see if this is gonna work. I'm holding the brush like a knife, okay? I want to get these two mountains to tie in together so they look like they're the same kind of. It's going to look different than the way I usually do it. We'll leave some dark spots in there. We'll tie all three in together. Watch this. Watch this the way I do this. See how it's like a face? They're all at the same distance now. Doesn't that look cool? I've one other time like this mountain, so this is a new way to do it. You're trying to pick up some tips. See how I did that? You have to worry about doing the shadow here, here, and here. Okay? And when that soaks in, it later on with some more white, because it's going to soak in, because I used dark gray. That's why I use white there, so it'll soak in and you get all these different tones in there. I'll show you what I want to use this blue, turquoise blue on this side now. It's going to really look cool. I don't want it that bright, so I'm going to add, put a little bit here and put a little white in there, okay, to lighten it up just a bit. Okay. All right, same brush, and hold it like it's a knife. And what I'm going to do is try and leave the white in there and try and hit right on the edge there. Look at that. Wow. That looks amazing. Put a little spot there and here. It'll look like some cliffs underneath. Pretty cool. right, now I'm going to try and blend the bottom out a little bit white. Just put a little white on your brush and try and put a little bit of mist down here. Just kind of blend the bottom of the mountain a little. Pull it down, it's supposed to go. Doesn't matter because I'm going to run trees all the way to here and here and make this a field of flowers. Wow, look how cool that mountain looks. I think you're the only one watching, Marianne. That's all right. You see how this looks like it's in the shade here now? This is all lit up, all the white, and this is in the shade. I'll even put more white on there once it's soaking in. You could see little ridges. Yeah, you're enough. You can see almost like this looks like a cliff right here. If you take a smaller brush, I'll put a black in that blue to darken it a little. Yeah, that's all I need is one person. This blue darkened it up a little just to try and make a shelf right here. See, now it looks kind of like those could either be, it could be distant trees. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to get my fan brush. This is my oil fan brush. I'm still using it. So I got some sap green here, just a little left. I'm going to put some black in it and darken it up a little. These are going to be, this is going to be the trees, okay? My paint's from yesterday, so I'm going to put a little water in my brush because now I want to have some trees coming to about here, both ways. This will be the vanishing point. So what it's going to do is the trees are going to come forward like this. And then they're going to come forward like this over here. Now you got to pull that bottom out a little while it's wet. Just a little. Because if you don't do it now, it'll dry by the time you're done with the trees. About longer here and then shorter back there. Long here. And then get shorter and shorter as you go back. Now I'm going to raise the trees up, okay? Pretty much to this level here. And bring them up the mountain just a bit, okay? Same thing over here. Bring them up just a tad. And then you're going to fill in this whole area with trees. This is all going to be a field of flowers. These are going to be tall trees going back to the distance here. These kind of paintings are cool because it really, the painting some like distance, you know. Doesn't that look cool already? It looks like this is like a pathway going way back there. I don't know if the internet's working, but Marianne left. This yellow ochre I mixed with burnt umber. A little bit of burnt umber. Yeah. I grab it at the same time. I always put these two colors together. Yellow ochre and burnt umber, and I just right here. And then sometimes I add a little yellow too. But this is just the undercoat. This is all going to get covered with some flowers. From here all the way back. I finished my tree line now. I want these to look like trees. So we'll put a few indication of treetops here. See that? Doesn't that look far away? This is really fun. I like doing this kind of landscape. All right, well, anyway, I'm going to do that later. Do a bunch of them kind of going back like this. Just make, you could do it like this too, just to make it look like tops of trees in there. Okay, all back. And the smaller you make them, the farther it'll look. But you can get bigger over here. Small back here. Really small. Wow. That came out pretty good. So when I first started this, I planned it in my head. I was going to do these trees, that mountain, and I was going to do flowers in here. Then I was going to run a river through the flowers from way back here and maybe out the side here. Small little, like a little creek, okay? Let me put some here real quick. Some more clouds. I like to do clouds. I'll use my fan brush for that. My vanishing point, like right here. So what I'm going to do is make some clouds going off into the distance here and bring them up this way and bring them up this way. just put some titanium white on my fan brush. So I kind of want to make them look small here. And then I'll get bigger as I come up here. And I want to do the same thing over here. This is the quick way of making clouds. I still got some green on that brush. Probably gonna put some shade in these clouds. I'll put some colors in the cloud. Pretty cool. Let me put a cloud here, going straight up. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. And I kind of like to have a cloud right here in the middle. Looks like it's a good spot. All right, that's enough clouds for now. I'm going to let those dry, and then I'll probably put some shadows on them. Let me turn this a little. I think it's got too much light on there. It's streaming better. Ruben. Yeah. There's like tons of mountains out here everywhere, man. You could see, you came in now, Ruben, all this was white when I put it up there. You see how it's soaked into the gray already? So I'll have to re-hit some of these spots to brighten it up again. I did light on the left side today. Let me put some light up there right now. Maybe I'll just do it in a few spots, like right on the peaks. Let's see what that looks like. It'll look like the sun is just hitting up in here. Tried to tie all these mountains in so it looked like one face. Like these are all even across. See that? All right, basically, I'm going to fill this in now with, let me run my clouds up though. That brush is, it's a bristle brush, Marianne. It's harder than a acrylic brush. It's getting old. You see how it makes these tops a little rugged up there? So I'm going to kind of round clouds up a little bit on top so they don't look so edgy. There we go. I like to use the oil fan brush. That's what this is. It's for oil paint. It doesn't lose its shape. Acrylic brushes they flex too much and they don't stay in shape. It's gonna all be flowers, so I'm gonna put. I think I'll either put a trail. I think I'll do a trail and then no, I don't think so. So what I'm gonna do is fill it in with flowers, and then I'll make my trail in the flowers. So it's just gonna be layers of color with this brush, okay? We're gonna fill in this whole thing with yellow ochre first. Just fill the brush up with yellow ochre, and I want to stay small back here because this is far away. Really small touches, okay? And just fill this in with the yellow ochre. You just got to touch it, brush. I'll have to do it in sections because I want to mix it while it's wet with some. You could go green here a little bit, okay? So it makes the edge a little. It doesn't make it look so straight, and we can actually run that back areas here so it looks further back, way in the distance there. All right, I think that's far enough. Now, back here I will stay light way back there. So I'm going to add yellow to my brush right now. I'm not going to put any dark color back there. This is just a little yellow. Just to brighten it up a little bit back there. Just like that. Now up here I'm going to get burnt umber. I'm going to rinse it first though. Same thing with burnt umber. Maybe I'll start about here and just touch this burnt umber. You don't want it back there because that's going to stay light back there. All right, very good. Wow, that's looking pretty good. I'm gonna finish this all now. So I'm gonna go back to the yellow ochre again. Now we're getting closer, so we can start uh, making some touches now. This is straight yellow ochre because I'll be mixing it on the canvas with color. I'll go down to about here. Now I'm going to add some burnt umber. Put some burnt umber on your brush. And now we're going to put some burnt umber in here. This will look like there's some shadows in there. Pretty cool. Wow. That looks pretty amazing. So the light's coming from the left, so I'm going to make this side yellow over here, and this side will stay the same, okay? So I'm going to brush and grab some yellow and just mix it over on this side only. I'm going to put a whole bunch of different colors in here. It's going to be like a field of flowers going down there. It's looking pretty good. It looks nice and clean, doesn't it? Let me turn my chat on now. I charged up my phone. Hey Ed, how you doing? So now I'm going to fill the rest in with yellow ochre. I'm actually going to put some green in it now that we're getting up close here to the front. I'm doing it in sections because you know how quick this paint dries. I'm trying to get some of it to mix. We should put some green down here now so it looks like there's some grass. I'll just make it like a dark green, sap green with yellow in it. We'll get a little kind of, it'll look like leaves and stuff. All bushes, weeds. All right, more yellow ochre. Finish it off. And then some burnt umber, then more yellow. And I'll probably do some pink flowers in there, some blue, all different colors. This field's gonna be full of all different colors going all the way back. Because they have places like this here in Washington where you can drive up northeast and they have these fields of flowers. People go there all the time just to watch the flowers bloom. Wow, that's looking pretty good. See the little dirt spots in there now? Little dirt patches and some green. Looks pretty amazing. And then it looks like the light is just hitting here with yellow. I don't usually discuss that stuff too much with you guys except for like on the mountains, but so you wouldn't want to have yellow over here because the sun's not going to be hitting over here if you think about it. So I'm going to put my yellow, continue with my yellow here. And then that'll be it for the yellow. And then I'll just probably highlight this side of the trees and leave that dark on the left. Wow, this is looking cool. Really simple too. Real simple painting. I'm off today. I got a big show Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I do have practice today at 3:30, but that's a way off. That's 3 hours away. All right, I'm going to put some color down here now in the flowers. I probably have to make a few flowers up front here. In the foreground. So I'm going to start with maybe some I'm going to try this blue turquoise. It's the same color I used on the mountains here. I'm going to be very careful at first. I don't know how much color I want in there. It's going to probably be a lot. This type of painting is almost like Impressionism because I'm not really making flowers, but it's going to end up looking like a field of flowers. The thing about back here, you don't want to make them too bright. The further you go back color, you're going to kind of push it into the color so it doesn't stay as bright. All right, that looks good. Let's do a purple. A light purple color. Then I'll do some pink. I'm going to put almost every color in here. Probably like the colors of the rainbow. Probably put orange on this side now. I've got some orange. Windsor Newton. Windsor Newton orange. That always adds to it. That's looking pretty amazing. Yeah, I'm going to do a pathway from way back there through all these flowers. See how cool that's look far? Let's see, what's another good color? Let's do a little bit of, what did I say? Oh, pink. Let's do some pink. Pink flowers. Mix it in with some of the colors. It might add some flavor to it. Wow. I'm digging it. Yo diggity. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. We'll try a little, like a light, very light pink, almost looking. Do 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 do. I'm really digging this. I might try a trail. And if it doesn't look good, I'll just cut it up with the flowers. Let's see what I can do here. So I like this guy. You can really get your small part done back here with this type of knife. my favorite parts of putting in that pathway. Almost just like, looks like maybe water running down or something. I think I'm just going to run it out this side over here. Yeah. Run it out here. Wow. That looks amazing. Do 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 do. What color don't I have up there? I got. Can't really see the orange. That's what I mean about that. I put a little white in the Windsor Newton orange, so it kind of brightens it a little bit. My yardie turn green. Ugh. Getting lazy. I gotta determine where these trees are gonna be now. Let's see. Do, 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 do. Ooh, I think I need some blue flowers in there now. I think that's enough color. What do you think? I gotta lighten up this grass here a little bit. It's just too dark. All right. Very good. Ba-da-ba. This is just a light green. I put a little white in it. Ooh, all right, I'm digging it. I'm gonna put a little dirt, a bit of dirt down here. All right, guys. I think I should put a few flowers up front here. Do. Let's give it a try. I'm gonna make them white, and then I'll decide what I'll make them. Kind of like how I do my my flower paintings. This might take time. I was supposed to be off tomorrow, but they called me in, which is all right. I really wanted to use all the time off I had to get ready for the show. I haven't seen you guys in here for a while, so I've been doing some abstract art. I've been putting it on TikTok. And it's pretty good art. Let me show you one of them. I did this blue one. Doesn't that look cool? And then I did, I found an old one. I did, and I just like threw some daisies on it just to see what it would look like. I'm experimenting. I like to go through, I'll never stop doing landscapes, for sure. But I always like to experiment with something. You could hear the jets out there. They're practicing. We got the Seafair thing this weekend, so I see her flying around by the water. I went down to the water. There was a big ship out there called the something. It's 356 feet long. It was just anchored out there in the Puget Sound. All right. I think that's enough flowers. I didn't think I was going to do that, really. What color's going to stand out the most? Probably an orange. Yellow with orange. Let's try first. Let's try blue. I think blue will stand out more. Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba. Trying to rush to get these done. Do any of you guys got like something going on in your neck of the woods during this time of the year? I think it's the summer solstice, right? See what I got here. These. Right on. Thanks, Raylene. I need some stems now. I didn't really want to do this much detail work in here, but oh, I think I'm going to run to Albertsons after this some lunch. I want to get the White Castle cheeseburgers. I miss those things. I've got it down in the microwave. You gotta rub a paper towel, and you wanna cook it for like 30 seconds. Because if you overcook it, then the bread gets all messed up, you know. Let's see, where am I? Wow, now this one did take some time. So I'll go have some lunch, and I think I have time to do. Maybe I'll do one of my abstracts before I go to band practice. Wow. Those birds are coming in. Coming in. So this. I'm gonna go get some lunch, but I could have did a better job on those flowers, but I kind of like the idea. I like the idea of this one. Looks really cool. Looks really cool. Thank you, Marianne. I'm glad you're up right now. I think I checked your time. It's only like nine o'clock where you're at, right? 9 o'clock at night. Yeah, you must have fell. I think you fell asleep yesterday. I did. I did a painting at what was it, about 4:30 my time yesterday, but it was late where you're at. I'm trying to think what else I could put in here. It would look cool, like maybe a tree. I'm not gonna leave the flowers like this. I'm gonna put some more in here, make them more layered and make them look a little better. I just wanted to show you guys how it's gonna end up looking. I gotta put some leaves in there, but I don't have any green out right now. Uh, let's try this turquoise green. Let's see what it looks like. Put some of leaves and stuff around the flowers. Yeah, still gonna need a little work, but look at that. Field of flowers. It's more like Impressionism, this painting. I'll do one more thing before I go rock up there. Uh, let's see what that looks like, if it adds anything to it. So when you do a rock in your field, just take a little gray, a light gray, just like you're doing a mountain. Okay, we'll put a rock uh, maybe out here. Let's put a rock here. And we're going to highlight that just like I highlight the mountains. We might as well do a couple of them here. We'll do one a little bigger on the side here. Like two boulders. Pretty much highlight it just like I do the mountain. Let me let it dry for a second. So and then I'll use that very light blue on this side. There you go. Got a couple of rocks. I'm going to grow that one up a little. It's a little too bright, the blue. Cool. There we go. A couple rocks out there. Let me put some functions in here before I go. Look at that. That looks like, that always reminds me of like the 50s for some reason. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. I'm going to go get some lunch and oh yeah, the rocks in the front. I like those. Yeah, those in a while. Like the stepping stone rocks. Yeah. Yeah, those are cool. Where I got this one painting up here. I think these are what you're talking about. The are those the rocks you're talking about? I made those big, man. Those look cool. All right, Marianne, thanks for stopping in. I really like the color of this one. Look at all the color in there. It looks good. All right, guys, have a good rest of your day, and I'll probably see you. I'll probably be painting later, but after practice, I won't get home till late, 3, 4, 5, 6 o'clock my time.